Young and the Restless early weekly spoilers for January 12th through 16th divulge Victor Newman blindsided and Kane Ashby playing dirty. As we always do on early edition day, we talk about what's coming the rest of this week and then dive into what's ahead next week. Young and Restless early spoilers. Diane annoyed with Jack. On Wednesday, January 7th, we've got Jack Abbott telling Diane Jenkins that Nikki Newman said she cannot steal the AI and isn't going to follow through on her threat to leave Victor. Diane, of course, never thought that Nikki really would help, but Jack still has faith that Nikki may try. Diane says it's all lip service and says Phyllis Summers is more likely to help them. Jack tells Diane not to be petty, which rubs his wife the wrong way. She tells Jack that Nikki will never go against Victor, but Jack is certain the Abbotts will win in the end because they're good people. The battle for AI control and Billy's risky move on YNR. Meanwhile, Diane is hoping Michael Baldwin may get proof that Victor used the illegal AI so they can leverage it. Jack thinks Michael and Nikki are equally loyal to Victor and that he won't send his boss to jail. Jack also says they need to make a proactive move against Victor. Kyle shows up and they talk about having Billy Abbott run a story implicating Newman in utilizing illegal AI against Jabot. They are a little worried that Billy could get in trouble for libel because there's no tangible proof yet. Kyle says Billy is ready to risk it, but Jack doesn't want them to pull the trigger yet. He's going to try and get proof, but won't tell them what he's up to because he doesn't want them to worry. Lily Winters rejects Kane and exits Genoa City on Young and the Restless. Meanwhile, Kane brings Lily a rose and talks about how giddy she makes him feel. She tells Kane it's nostalgia, and that's it. Lily says that New Year's Eve kiss means nothing. She is leaving town for a couple of months to spend time with the kids. She refuses to let Kane come along. Lily says Kane won't stop pushing her, and she's had enough. Lily says she will never be with him, and she doesn't care if Kane goes and gets with Phyllis or anybody else. She's totally done, and Lily storms off without the rose. She calls Devin Hamilton Winters about covering for her at work while she leaves town, so it is maternity leave time for Christelle Khalil. Jack comes over to ask Kane if Lily walking away was the price of what he's done. Kane says his whole life was destroyed, and Jack is just rubbing it in his face. Jack doesn't feel sorry for Kane, but does ask for proof that Victor used the AI against Jabot. He offers Kane top dollar for hard proof. So Michael shows up over at the Newman Ranch looking for Victor, but finds Adam Newman, who tells him about Nick Newman getting surgery for a broken leg because Matt Clark choked Nick and caused a crash. Michael is happy that Adam is stepping up for Victor, but then the two of them start bickering about the AI. Adam knows Michael doesn't like Victor having it or using it, and Adam does hate Victor going after Jack, but says in the end he's loyal to the Newmans. So Adam demands that Michael take a side and says that Michael is close to Diane, Lauren Fenmore, and Jack. Adam threatens Michael on Young and the Restless. Adam doesn't think Michael can be trusted, and they start bickering back and forth. So Adam promises he'll crush Michael if he betrays Victor. Then Nikki interrupts the confrontation and says the cops haven't found Matt Clark yet. Adam says Matt and anybody else that comes for the Newmans will pay, and then he storms out. Nikki and Michael agree they need to take action to save Victor from himself, because Nikki says Victor's hatred against Jack is getting worse by the day. Michael says they cannot let him destroy John Abbott's legacy. Michael suggests he and Nikki steal the AI and frame Kane for it. That way, Victor loses the AI, he'll go after Kane, Jabot is saved, and Nikki and Michael will be in the clear, flying under the radar on Young and the Restless. Kyle Abbott discovers a dangerous bargaining chip on YNR. On Thursday, January 8th, Kane changes things up with Phyllis. Lily harshly rejected him and she's leaving. To Phyllis, it may look like Kane is coming back to her and they may be partners in crime or in the bedroom, but I think he may be using Phyllis to get the proof against Victor or the AI itself. Kyle comes through with a way to stop Victor and tells his mom, Diane, that he's got a bargaining chip they can use against the Newmans. Kyle tells Diane and Jack that Matt Clark from Sharon and Nick's past is harassing them. Diane asks how Victor tied into it, and Kyle can't wait to tell them. I do wonder, because remember, Matt was in the alley after the car crash, and someone found him. I wonder if Kyle found Matt, and it's one of those enemy of my enemy is my friend things. Maybe Kyle stashed Matt somewhere just in case they can use him. Jack won't like that, but Diane would probably be down for it because she thinks Victor needs to pay at any price. Friday, January 9th, Nick hits a roadblock in his plan against Matt. I think that roadblock is the fact that Nick had surgery. His leg is broken and he can't be running around chasing the bad guy. Phyllis tries to lure Damien over to the dark side. Phyllis may already have the AI or knows for sure that she can get it. She might have gone in and tested the system. I suspect Damien might play the bad boy to get what he wants from Phyllis now that Lily is gone. Jack brings Victor a shocking offer. I wonder if Jack offers Victor the whereabouts of Matt, or if Kyle got proof from Matt to use against them. It might be one of those, I'll burn you down if you don't cooperate situations. Y&R Weekly Spoilers January 12th through 16th, Romances and Dark Moves. The week of January 12th through the 16th looks like Nate Hastings and Victoria Newman are sparking a romance again. Holden Novak and Audra Charles talk about keeping their past in the past, but Claire Grace Newman keeps on digging. Sally Sactra will be worried that Billy wants to run an unsubstantiated hit piece against Victor and Newman Media. So Sally and Billy may have to deal with a confrontation about this. Sally is supposed to be the CEO, so Billy shouldn't be pulling stuff like that. Y&R spoilers. Kyle tangled with Matt. Matt is far from done, and Kyle is somehow involved with him. Kyle might make a really dark move to protect the Abbotts, no matter what kind of villainous person he's got to get involved with to make it happen. Of course, Matt is furious and still wants the Newmans to pay. I'm not sure Kyle knows exactly how bad of a character Matt really is. Sienna Bacall is still in fear of her life, and Noah Newman is going to do anything to keep her safe. Nick is recuperating from surgery. He'll be back home, but that leg is broken. That means he can't be out and about protecting Noah and Sharon. I think that's going to hit his ego hard, because Nick is a punch-first, ask-questions-later kind of guy. He's the muscle, not the brains of most operations. Victor, Nick, and Adam are all upset that Matt Clark escaped and frustrated that the cops can't find him. I wonder if they're going to call in Paul Williams Plus. Plus, Diane is counting on Kyle to stop Victor and may be on board with any low move that Kyle wants to make. Tessa Porter and Daniel Romalotti are falling for each other, but Phyllis is worried. Michael and Nikki plan to make their move to frame Damien, but